There's so many tiny decisions I didn't realize going into the production of the food. What breed of chicken you have, what kind of feed is it, what kind of housing is it, how was it processed? If you, along that way, make every decision focused on the quality of the food, you're going to end up with a good product that's healthy, that is respectfully raised. If you make even one shortcut, you're going to notice that in terms of every aspect, the welfare, the taste, the health, the environment. So we started off with just love to cook. We learned how to cook because we could buy higher quality ingredients at the grocery store than what the restaurants, at least that we could afford to go to, were using. And even if we weren't the best chefs at the time, the food turned out better because we had better ingredients. So we decided we would just have a little hobby farm for ourselves. We had sheep and pigs and a guard dog and ducks and turkeys and chickens, and I mean, it was like Noah's Ark or something. It turns out there were other people who are interested in a similar kind of idealistically raised food, and we now serve about 450 families every month for their food, and we work with maybe 15 small farms that have similar ideals that have kind of partnered with our group. So the idea of TC Farm is that we're raising food the way that consumers expect it is raised. It's a pasture-based meat CSA with the idea of producing meat that's just to the highest quality, no shortcuts. All of our animals are raised on pasture, on actual green pasture. CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture, and it's a partnership with our members. They're making the finances work and we're making the farming work. It's not some random person that we're selling a package of bacon to. We're raising food for their family. There's a connection there. So if we want really well-raised food, like pigs for example, they really should be out on actual green pasture. They love to eat grass and dig things up. They convert those beta carotenes into vitamin A that are good for us. But pigs really like to dig up and make a mess. So if you have a lot of pigs, you are never going to have a pasture because they're going to turn it into dirt. So the only way to raise a really high quality pig is to have small farms that move the pigs around on pasture, and they can't have that many pigs. If they're a small farm, they have no logistical way to deliver those pigs to the consumers. It's going to cost a lot of money to drive 3 pigs into market. So the overhead cost of having a small farm is just extraordinarily expensive. Working with TC Farm, the farmers can focus just on the animals. They're going to get paid a fair wage, and they can bring their animals in and they're done. You can have a good lifestyle and raise animals and have that idyllic farm that actually really exists. And you can financially afford to do that on a small scale. If you're raising pigs for kind of one of the larger happy pig operations, a farmer is probably going to make maybe $25 per pig for all of their labor and all of their capital expenses. If you're raising for TC Farm, you're going to maybe make $150 or even $200 to take care of that animal. So your scale of operation is just completely different. You can do a really good job and not have to try to cram through as many pigs through your farm as possible. For me, I just wanted this type of food to exist. Like, we couldn't find it. It exists now. I'm happy. You know, and it makes a huge difference on the local environment, a huge difference on the local economy, the quality of life for the animals, the health of everybody we're involved with. And it feels nice to make spaces like this just exist.